follow that with a few prepared words that I don't trust myself really to give you without cheating and reading off my phone. And if you'll bear with me, I'll tell a very short story first. And so it goes like this. In a recent letter to investors, Warren Buffett urged his shareholders to think hard about their intrinsic abilities in matters of investing. It's vital, he said, that we recognize the perimeter of our circle of competence and stay well inside of it. Mr. Buffett was essentially telling investors to take a hard look at themselves and accept their limitations. It might come off as harsh, but it was the advice of an honest, experienced veteran in his field, freely sharing his wisdom. In preparing these few words for Gin, I went immediately to Google to search for Jimmy Buffett, Jimmy Buffett quotes, he being perhaps one of Jin's biggest heroes, but I mistakenly typed in Warren for and ended up with the statement that I just quoted. So I got my Buffetts confused temporarily, but my mistake highlighted what I've always known about Jin, and could never quite articulate until I was confronted with both Buffetts on my screen. Jin has all the business acumen and prudence of Warren and the salt shaker qualities of Jimmy. It's what makes her a great manager of operations and people, a valuable mentor, and that even-keeled friend that everyone treasures for their wisdom. Her heart of gold helps. In her, these traits are combined in perfect proportion so that the same person who handled our move into this building, helped smooth operations among all the residents here, is able to temper emotion in order to rationally confront any challenge, could also soothe her colleagues during the greatest moments of distress, dispense professional development advice as only a real sage could, and nurture us with her humor, self-effacement, and devil-may-care panache that few possess. Jimmy dispenses some life advice in Tales from Margaritaville. Among them, you don't want to go to jail. It takes no more time to see the good side of life than it takes to see the bad. If you decide to run the ball, just count on fumbling and getting the shit knocked out of you. But never forget how much fun it was to just run the ball. Jin has taught me so much about appreciating this profession for its virtues and its limitations, for seeing the big picture, helping me loosen up even though it may not be noticeable. And though it may be hard to tell, in many ways she's taught me how to feel with both mind and heart. She's the perfect Buffett amalgam. Jin, thank you for being my mentor, my sage, for listening and counseling me, and giving me tough advice when I need it most. And thanks for making me a better person. I say this to you as your colleague and your friend. You have won a permanent place in my heart, and I love you. I love you, Buffett.